Hello my friends, good morning and welcome to today's Yoga for Beginners. Today I've got a 15-minute class for you that is great to do if you're new to yoga, to really connect within the energy within yourself, and also we'll be moving through some detoxing poses that will feel good to stretch our side body, clean our system out. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and let's get started. So let's start in a comfortable, easy, cross-legged position. Just getting nice and comfortable with your legs here. You can keep them cross-legged or maybe just keeping one on top of the other. And just placing your hands on top of your knees. Sitting nice and tall, thinking about the crown of your head, reaching up even taller towards the sky. So really growing that spine, nice and long here. Engaging and squeezing that belly in. Go ahead and take a deep inhalation. Exhale, release the breath out. Inhale as you open your eyes, reach your arms out towards the side and up towards the sky, taking your palms together. And exhale, taking your hands to your heart. And again, let's inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky, lengthen the fingertips, palms together, and taking your hands to your heart center. Let's rest our hands on our thighs, starting to warm up the top of our body, our neck. Let's roll our neck out towards the right side, taking nice slow rolls, thinking about the breath moving through the neck and not moving any other part of your body. And then rolling your neck to the opposite direction now. So just a couple circles here to really let go of any restrictions. And then taking your neck back to center. Let's inhale and reach our arms out towards the side and up towards the sky. And exhale, taking your left elbow under your right. Go ahead and hug yourself. So grabbing your hands to your opposite shoulders, really opening the shoulder blades, feeling that nice opening here. And just breathing through the stretch. Good, and then inhale, open your arms out in a T. And exhale, taking right elbow under the left now, hugging yourself. And just feeling a nice opening through both of your shoulders. You might notice some cracks here. Letting go of restrictions. And inhale, open to a T again. Reaching the arms up towards the sky as you lengthen the fingertips. And exhale, reach forward. Making sure that both of your sit bones are grounded to your mat. Stretching out your shoulders and your upper back as you reach even further. Keeping your eyes closed here. So using this as a moving meditation practice. Moving over to your left side as you take your right hand over your left, maybe resting your face, your forehead on your left knee, whatever's comfortable. Stretching the right side of your body, breathing into the stretch, thinking about lengthening the side body. Inhale as you take your hands back to center, and exhale, taking it to the right side, placing your left hand over your right, resting on top of your right knee, remembering to keep both sit bones grounded, stretching through the whole left side of your body, allowing this to feel good. Inhaling, taking your hands back to center, and let's slowly roll our spine up. Inhale as we open the arms out in a T, reaching the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, left hand comes down, right arm over your head as you look and lift up the chest, looking up towards your right hand, relaxing that left shoulder down and away from the ears. So we're stretching through the right side of our body. Both sit bones are nice and grounded here. Good, and inhale, arms back up towards the sky. Exhale towards the right side as your left arm comes up and over your head. Lift up your chest as you look up towards that left arm. Feeling that nice deep sensation through the left side of your back here. And inhale, taking your hands back to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now let's stretch our left leg out in front of us, keeping our right sole of our foot towards the inner left thigh. Inhale as you reach, lengthen the arms up towards the sky, and exhale, fold forward towards your left toes here. Thinking about reaching further towards your toes. Feel free to place your hands underneath your knee or your left ankle as well. Relaxing your head and your neck, so allowing it to be heavy. So we're really going deep into our left hamstring here as we open our right hip out. Good, and then let's go ahead and we'll take a twist. So I'm just going to turn a little so you can see as we place our right leg over our left, hugging your right leg with your left arm as you look over your right shoulder. If it's easier, you can always bend the left leg in. So you're in your seated spinal twist, looking back over your right shoulder as you sit nice and tall, allowing your shoulders to fall back and down away from your ears. Good, and then slowly coming out of your twist, straightening out your left leg if it's not already. And let's go ahead and straighten our right leg out, bending our left sole of the foot towards the inner right thigh. Inhale as you reach, lengthen your arms up towards the sky, and exhale, fold forward towards your right toes. So going deep into that right hamstring, feeling a nice stretch through the back of your right leg. So really opening and waking up the muscles behind our right leg. Thinking about elongating that spine and that neck even closer towards your foot. Good, and then slowly coming on up, crossing the left foot over your right, taking the spinal twist as we hug our left knee with our right arm, look back over your left shoulder, maybe bending the right knee in towards your body, allowing you to twist even more, whichever variation feels better for you. Just make sure that your back is nice and straight. We're not hunched over. We're thinking about growing even taller here in this seated position. And then slowly coming out, as you stretch your right leg back out in front of you, let's go ahead and swing our legs back behind us into tabletop position, stacking your shoulders directly over your knees. Your hips are over your shoulders are over your wrists, and your hips are over your knees. Inhale as you drop the belly and look up into your cow. And exhale, rounding out your spine, chin to your chest, into your cat. Doing this a few times, warming up the spine, really lubricating the joints within our back here. Really great way to strengthen and stretch out our back in the morning. A couple more as we inhale, drop the belly and look up. And exhale, slowly rounding the spine out, tucking chin to your chest. Inhale, coming back to center. And let's go ahead and swing our left leg out, so our right toes pointing towards the right side of our mat, coming into a gate pose as we reach our left arm over our head towards the front of the mat. Lifting up through the chest here, letting your head be nice and heavy, so not holding any weight in your head here. Breathing it out. Good, and then slowly coming out, taking it on the opposite, so you're on your right knee, left toes pointing towards the front of your mat. Inhale as you reach the left arm up and over your head. And looking up towards that left arm. Making sure that that left arm is as straight as possible, feeling a nice stretch through the left side of your body. Pointing those left toes so you really feel the engagement through that left leg. And exhale, slowly coming out. Coming back into tabletop position, keeping your hips directly over your knees. Come down with your hands reaching forward until you rest your forehead on your mat, your elbows resting on your mat.
Extending your elbows nice and straight. We're in a puppy pose here as we stretch out our back and our shoulders, opening through the shoulder blades, melting our heart deeper into the mat here. Feeling that nice opening through the chest. Breathing into this as we open our chest even more. Open out the heart. Good, and then slowly coming out, tabletop position, tucking the toes, and pushing back into downward dog with your knees bent. Keeping your knees bent in your downward dog. Feel into just your back at this moment. So we want to be gentle with our body when we're first waking up in the morning. So keep the knees bent so we can really elongate the neck and the back, focusing on lengthening it longer. And then when you're comfortable, bend one knee at a time as you straighten the other. And then bend the other, straighten the other leg. And just keep doing this a few times here. And just move through your downward dog, walking it out. For me, I like to wiggle my hips a little bit. It feels good on my body, so find what feels good for you, what feels right. Just making sure that you notice your body from head to toe in your downward dog. So noticing how the head is too. Are we holding any tension in our head? Are we letting our head be heavy here? Our back, making sure our back is straight. Is our weight pushed back? Because we want to make sure that we're in an upside down V, so our hips are piked up towards the sky. Holding your downward dog still, stretch it out, let your heels come closer to your mat, and let's slowly walk out our feet to the front of our mat, coming in a standing forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lengthen, place your hands on top of your thighs, so flat back, and then we exhale. It allows us to fold even deeper. So that's why we do our halfway forward bends. See if you can hug behind your knees, stretching out the back of our legs, our hamstrings. Thinking about bringing the top of your head closer to the mat as we lengthen our spine, folding from the hips and not our lower back. And just letting this be restful. Just breathing into this. Slowly releasing your hands and rolling up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll down the shoulders away from your ears, placing your feet together, standing in a mountain pose. Your arms are along the side of your body. Thinking about standing nice and tall here. Let's bend the knees and sweep the hands up towards the sky. And exhale, we'll lead with the heart as we fold forward and place our hands down on our mat. Inhale as we halfway lengthen our spine. And exhale, we'll step back into downward facing dog, pushing all of your weight back. And see if you can take your left hand on the outer edge of your right leg, looking up towards your right armpit. So going into downward dog twist, squeezing that belly button in, and slowly placing left hand down as we place our right hand on the outer edge of the left thigh, looking up towards your left armpit now. So you're feeling a nice stretch through from the left shoulder blade to the opposite side of your lower back. It's really twisting into this. And then placing your right hand down on the mat. Drop your knees, take your knees as wide as your mat, coming into child's pose, sinking your heels, your hips back to your heels, resting your forehead. Reaching your arms nice and straight, fingertips spread apart here. So keeping the arms nice and active. Your two big toes are touching together. Feeling a nice opening in your hips. And then coming out into tabletop position, tucking your toes, shift your weight back into downward facing dog. Inhale as you reach the right leg up towards the sky, opening the right hip, bend the right knee. So stacking your right hip over the left. And then exhale, taking your right foot towards the outer edge of your right mat as you drop your left knee. So we're in what's called a lizard pose, a nice deep hip opener. That is great if you're in a seated position all day. Or if you're not and you're also active, you're an athlete, this is great to do as well, especially if you are tight in the hips. Your hands are just placed nice on the mat here, but keeping your chest lifted and open here. So feeling that nice opening through the front of your neck. Moving your hips side to side here. And placing your right hand on your right thigh as you use it as a little assistance to open your right hip even more as you look back over your right shoulder here. So you feel a nice stretch through the front of your abdomen as well. And then reaching your right hand up over the left. Feeling that nice opening even more through the side of your body, through this side stretch. Beautiful. And then right hand comes down, lifting the back knee, reaching the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog, resting the right foot back down, and we take it to the other side. Shift your weight back and forth, creating an even balance in your body. And inhale, reach the left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog, bending the left knee, stacking left hip over the right, and then reaching the left leg towards the outer edge of your left mat, lizard pose, dropping your back knee, resting your hands on your mat, lifting, opening your chest and your heart. So in your yoga practice, we want to make sure that we're always opening the heart and not hunched over, so that we can really feel into this nice stretch. And your left foot is on the outer edge of the left foot and the mat, helping to open up the left hip even more. And just maybe moving your hips side to side here. Also noticing your back leg, so making sure that that back leg is nice and straight. And then just resting your right hand on your mat as you place your left hand, open up your left thigh even more, looking over your left shoulder. So twisting back, feeling a nice opening here. And then reaching the left arm up towards the sky, stacking it over your right arm. Side body stretching in our lizard. Making sure those fingers are engaged as they're spread apart here. And left hand comes down, lifting the right leg off, coming back into three-legged dog. Drop the left leg back on your mat. Knees come down, child's pose with our knees together, resting the forehead on the mat. With our knees together now in our child's pose, we're just stretching out our back. Breathe. One last breath in. Exhale, release, let it all go. Slowly come on up, sitting at the front of your mat or at the very middle in an easy cross-legged position. Hands placed in front of your knees this time, keeping the palms open towards the sky. And let's inhale and reach our arms out towards the side, up, lengthening the fingers as your palms come together. Exhale, taking your hands to your heart. And again, inhale, reaching the arms up, palms together. Exhale, taking your hands to your heart, thanking yourself for being here for this beginner's yoga practice. I hope you feel great for the rest of your day ahead and energized. Subscribe to Yena Yoga. Give me a like and a comment. All my love and light. Namaste.